cannabis health. Let's beat cancer together.
And is it all right to say we've gotten this season off to with a bang?
Wow, a whole lot of bangs, and a new mascot for the Islanders and their fans.
Looks familiar.
After a long road trip,
I'll say. Wow. Well, as the building clears, let's take a look. You know, it's going to be 48 games. It's not really a balanced schedule, although the New York Islanders, as will every team in the league, will play everybody in their own division. In this case, 4 times, 2 here and 2 on the road. Then against the teams in the Northeast Division, making up the balance of the conference, the Islanders will play 4 times against Buffalo, Ottawa, and Pittsburgh. 2 here, 2 away. There'll be 2 home games with both Boston and Quebec, and 1 road trip each to those cities. While they'll have 1 home game with Hartford and Montreal, respectively, and make 2 visits to both the Hartford Whalers and the Montreal Canadiens in the last year, of course, of the Forum in Montreal. Well, as I said earlier, a long time ago that a Sutter, Wayne, was the first, came into the Islander lineup. And then his brother Brent was dealt to Chicago for the first time in years. The Islanders were without a Sutter until Ron was acquired at the day of the draft, the entry draft this past June.
31 years old. He'll bring some grit. That's what the Islanders got him for, which all of the Sutters played with. So they recognize that in the middle, particularly, Ron Sutter, and he can move the puck well, as I had mentioned when we talked about the lines. Both sides. He's solid on his skates, good at the face-off, so the Islanders have added some grit and a Sutter, and there is the 19 now, I guess, 19-year-old Brett Lindros. Quite a challenge. He wants to win the fans over. He knows it's going to take some time. He knows that there's a tremendous responsibility that goes with that big number that he got. The day that the season was supposed to have opened, back on October the 1st, last year, 1994.
A lot of controversy around the league. In fact, even the general manager of the Islanders was quoted in video saying that it was a bad deal, but it was one he had to make. This was a deal that saw Tom Curvers go to the Anaheim Mighty Ducks for Troy Loney. Here's a character player. You heard Don Maloney say that his his experience and some age against him, but leadership qualities are tremendous in the case of Troy Loney. Well, we're just about set to get the game on. And it's time to take a look at the starting goaltenders, these numbers, and quick look-see brought to you by Starter.
Mark Fitzpatrick. If you're wondering why not John Van Beesbroek, Mark Fitzpatrick beat the Islanders 3 times in this rink last year. There's the numbers on him. He's now 26 years old and enjoying perfect health.
Jamie McLennan, your starting goaltender for the New York Islanders, brought to you by Starter. 2 losses last season against the Panthers. And the Islanders in white, the Panthers in those traveling uniforms, and Casper Wrightis hit Skrudlin immediately. Roger Nielsen, the Panthers coach, making a change as that long shot tested goaltender Mark Fitzpatrick, and it's Scott Mellanby banking it off the side of his own goal. A little tussle back of the net as big Brett Lindros threw his weight around. Saw Lindros is number 75. He'll be very prominent in the hitting department. That's Dennis Vaske. He takes a hit. The Islanders moved it out. The Panthers shoot it right back in, and offside is called against Florida 35 seconds into the first period.
Some pretty good hits when you look at Casper Wrightis on the captain of the Florida Panthers at center ice, Skrudlin, and Lord Henning. A job that he's wanted, patiently waited for, and now has. Remember that it was almost 10 years ago that he coached the Minnesota North Stars. First draft pick, or one of the first picks of the Islanders back in 1972. Through the years, he was a player for the first Stanley Cup that the Islanders won in '80, and then he was an assistant coach for the other 3.
Henning to Tonelli to Nystrom. 7-11, sudden death overtime, May. Yes, May, not June or July. The Islanders are across that Florida line. Then Sigmund Palffy, and his shot was denied by Fitzpatrick. Comes back to Scott LaChance, and along the boards, Travis Green. Centers one. Palffy knocks it out of the air, but then can't feed it through the defenseman on the initial effort. Back to the blue line. Chris Luongo's long shot is tipped. The rebound on Travis Green's stick, and a backhander is wide. Green battling Skrudlin as they go to the corner, and the puck comes loose. The Panthers able to clear it outside the line. Travis Green, number 39, centering this forward line for the Islanders. Dumped it in, and then they go for the change. Quickly up the right side. Hull tipped the pass beautifully for Scribbland, who's dumped it in, but quickly the Islanders get back. Riding herd on Bill Lindsay of Florida. Rich Pilon, number 47. How nice to see him back and healthy. Thought you were going to get a no-hitter. Not tonight. Here's a break for Turgeon. Big drive. Fitzpatrick to save the rebound, and he grabs that out of the air as Thomas goes into the boards heavily after going for the rebound.
I'll tell you, the fans came looking for action, and they have got it here in this first period. Everybody that's touched the puck has been hit. Turgeon did what he's supposed to do. Got a beautiful shot away. Look at this good pass by Pilon. Turgeon, his drive. Watch the rebound as Thomas comes in behind it. Left hand save. Watch the goaltender's left hand. Mark Fitzpatrick. You can see Steve Thomas crashing into the boards, but action here.
Turgeon to McGinnis, and his shot was off the target. Steve Thomas sets up for the New York Islanders. Can't get the puck to Marty McGinnis. And into center ice come the Panthers. Tommy Fitzgerald racing after the puck along with Pilon. It's cleared aside by McLennan. The first 5 shots on goal have belonged to the Islanders. It's lived up to the advanced billing. Rock hockey and a big rock on Thomas. Lindsay is a target of Molotov. And things settle down, but the referee's arm was in the air. There will be a penalty against the Florida Panthers. The referee tonight, one of the tallest officials in the NHL, Don Van Massenhoven. The Bear Cub, Scott Driscoll and Jean Morin are working the lines.
Interesting to watch Molotov too, Jiggs, because that's a button that Lorne Henning's been trying to push. Gently going about it, maybe a little differently than what Al Arbor did, but a vicious shot from behind on Thomas by Lindsay. It was up near the boards. There's the pass. Watch Lindsay, number 11. Here he comes. Boom, from behind. Knocks him down. Malakov went after number 11, Lindsay in red. After he'd hit Skrudland, a tremendous shot on this near side as that shift had started. So Lindsay draws a penalty, a boarding penalty. The Islanders, who have had 2 good scoring chances, watching 60-year-old Roger Nielsen there as he prepares his penalty killer.
Look at the numbers from last season for both these teams. The Islanders managed only 1 power play goal on 18 chances against the Panthers last season. And this year's power play, to start here tonight anyway, has Troy Loney, number 24 on the left side. Travis Green in the middle. And Zygmunt Palffy over on right wing. Benoit Hogue has dropped back to play the point. Across the line with it is Green. Shot was knocked wide of the net. Nice play by Palffy to strip Sorella of the pockets and sent back for Hogue into Green. Fires Fitzpatrick to save. Skrudland there to clear it for Florida. And no further play now. 1:27 remaining in the Islanders' power play.
Joe Sorella, rugged defenseman. Injured quite a bit last season, but he's healthy, he's happy. Said the lockout was miserable. He's so glad to be back playing. I haven't found a player yet in conversations between, in this case, the Florida Panthers, the Islanders, through the week of... Here's the shot. Palffy trying to make a play. Look at him duck the check of Sorella. Actually, he ended up stealing the puck from that same Joe Sorella.
Here Turgeon won the face-off from Fitzgerald. Hogue to Turgeon. Turgeon has given a little room, fed the puck to Thomas, it rolled on him, and then it's knocked away for Turgeon. Hogue, the lone man back. Molotov moves in on the left side. The pass to Turgeon, the shot blocked. McGinnis to Turgeon. To Molotov, and he's denied by Fitzpatrick. Turgeon setting up back of the net. Puts it out in front. All the way to Molotov. Into Thomas. Now to Hogue. To Molotov, number 23. Cross-ice feed. Off the board to Thomas to Turgeon. Pierre, number 77. Top of the circle. Fakes once. Gives it to Benoit. Hogue shot is blocked. Here Turgeon gathers it in. Turns on Tom Fitzgerald of the Panthers. Ed Thomas. Thomas put it in front, but McGinnis couldn't get to it. Molotov shot. Off some skates and wide. Smith battling for Florida. The puck taken by the Islanders, Pierre Turgeon. As Hogue at the point, leads it toward Thomas. Thomas with 25 seconds in the power play. Gave it to Hogue, into the corner. Turgeon with it here. Turgeon looked to McGinnis, tried to center it, it didn't work. Now Molotov takes over. He gives it to Hogue. Holds it, can't center it through the crowd, and Fitzgerald will clear it out.
Beautiful play by Tommy Fitzgerald, dropping his stick down, getting a interception on the pass.
Molotov to Ron Sutter as the penalty to Lindsay has expired. Derek King chases a loose puck in the Florida zone. The Islanders had 3 shots on the power play. Couldn't beat former Islander Mark Fitzpatrick. This is Ron Sutter playing it in off some skates. Derek King moves it to the far corner of the ice. Over there for Florida is Brian Benning. And he dumps it down into the Islander zone. There will be no icing call. 4.5 minutes has ticked off at the beginning of this opening period of the 95 season. A chance. To Vasky, then to King. It's loose for Flackley. To Ron Sutter. Bunted it out of the air, but it's cleared by the Panthers. Vasky unable to clear it in. Belanger guided it to Lamarkin, who was knocked down. Lamarkin got back into the boards in the battle for it here. Panthers came away with it. Put it back to the goal. McLennan to play it around to the far side for Flackley. 8-zip. And the shots on goal favor of the Islanders as they're going to be called for having iced the puck. Murphy went back to touch up. Well, a good start for the Islanders, but they're unable to capitalize as we look at the Modal scoreboard.
We're at Oyster Bay Brewing Company.
And we're canning Barn Rocker today. We made a product based on something that we're big fans of. That, I think, drives the whole thing behind Barn Rocker for me.
You know, all growing up, the phrase was rock the barn. You're going to rock the barn, you're going to have a barn rocker. It's tough to put into words how it makes us feel. It's just really special to have fans like us sort of rally around a product that we create every day. You're not only supporting us and our company, but we're also supporting the team and the players and the fans collectively. It's really great.
For over 80 years, Sperry Associates Federal Credit Union has served the Long Island community. Located in the heart of Nassau, we offer personalized service that you've come to expect from a right-sized credit union. Featuring great low rates on a variety of loans, including flexible personal loans and balance transfers. We'll even refinance your car. Plus, get direct access to your accounts 24/7 with our award-winning mobile app and online banking. Enjoy all the perks of Sperry membership. Sperry Associates Federal Credit Union in Garden City Park. Better rates, better service, better banking.
Well, they started with a bang in the opening ceremonies, and the guys came out hitting bang, bang, huh?
Ever. And you know, you have to think about it this way, Jake. It's so important playing the Florida Panthers to get the first goal. Because if they get the first goal, the way they can play defense, almost impossible to crack it.
Here's Rob Niedermeyer in the middle. And then no longer in the middle as the linesmen move him out on the false start on the face-off. Ferraro's going to leave as well. So Dave Lowry steps in for the Panthers, and Benoit Hogue will take the face-off for the Islanders. Brett Lindros, number 75 on this line. The Panthers, after a loose puck following the draws, got the chance. The Islanders to Ferraro, then to Hogue. Little pick thrown by LeChance. That gave Hogue an opportunity to move the puck to number 75, Brett Lindros. Laws stepped into him as he dumped it in. Patrick moves it to the corner. Paul Laws. It used to be Paul Laus. He preferred a change in his pronunciation. Here's Lindros, unable to get through center originally. Then he dumps the puck in. Fitzpatrick leaves it back to that Florida Panther goal. Hogue came into forecheck. Now Ferraro tips it back to the point. The chance around the boards toward Hogue. And while Hogue can't tuck it in on the short side, Sorella ties him up, and Laus is hit hard by Lindros. Sorella pushed at Brett Lindros. They've frozen the puck momentarily. It popped loose. It's Luongo, dumps it all the way around the boards. Picking it up here is Scott Mellenby for Florida. Mellenby with an outlet. After a chance, back to Ferraro. Cross ice feed, chasing it here is Troy Loney. Loney wears number 24. It's tied up, Sorella has him, and the puck frozen on the board.
Laws and Lindros going a little eye to eye. Banging body says Troy Loney tries to dig a loose puck. Take a look at Lindros down deep. This is where they want him to be effective. There's Laws. Boom. Lifted him off his feet. Sorella comes in. Laws can't see. His helmet's over his eyes.
You think Brett's big? The 94 draft pick? Yeah, he is. And the guy the Islanders drafted in 93 is just as big. Todd Bertuzzi, who had 2 goals for Guelph The 7-2 win in their junior game last night at Sarnia, so there is some size both here and coming for this Islander team.
2 assists also in that hockey game.
Dave Lowry leading the attack. Pushed off the puck by Pilon, and then McLennan covered outside the goalpost. We have 13 and a half minutes left in this first period.
6 minutes and 29 seconds. The Islanders have not allowed the Florida Panthers the luxury of a shot on goal. Nobody would like to change that more than Roger Nielsen, but he can't do anything about it. Roger, 60 years old, 13th NHL season. You know, he was a goaltender in junior B hockey. That's the extent of his playing career.
You know, he doesn't like the Nassau Coliseum. He was telling me this morning, he's never liked coming in here. He said, I think it goes back to that series with Toronto. I said, you're kidding. Well, then he said in Vancouver when it came in here, you know, in the playoffs, we had to stay in 3 different hotels in the Stanley Cup playoffs. I don't like it. A break up by Turgeon. McGinnis moves up with him. Turgeon to McGinnis. Right across the goal mouth. Turgeon shot is steered aside. McGinnis with the rebound to Pilon. Up the slot. That's wide. Lindsay chases it. And clear it around Marty McGinnis for the New York Islanders. Now they are able to pry it away and move it to center, but Pilon came back neatly. This is Balakov. Vladimir Balakov has dumped it in. And the Panthers will take over at that point. Larry Murphy to Brian Skrudlin. Skrudlin, number 20, is the captain of this Florida team. Panthers over the blue line. Smith shot. Chest protector saved by McLennan. His first official stop of the night. Puck got away from Skrudlin at the point. Keith Brown fired it right back in. The only mark on the pad tonight is 1 penalty. That to Bill Lindsay of Florida as we watch Dennis Faskey with an outlet to Troy Loney. Palffy moves down the right. The pass off the boards on his stick now. He shoots it. Fitzpatrick the save and play is called. Now the Islanders have had the early chances, but on the Modell scoreboard, it's the Islanders nothing, the Panthers nothing.
Thanks for sharing your DIY haircuts, your savage moves, and your adorable pets. Now it's our turn to share with the Geico Give Back, a 15% credit on car and motorcycle policies lasting your full policy term. So, thanks again.
At Lexus, service isn't just a department. It's about understanding and responding to your needs.
Now more than ever, you come first. Find out what services are available in your area.
In these uncertain times, look after yourself, your family, your friends. But know when it comes to your finances, we are here for you.
What can I do for you today?
Take a look at the portfolio and make adjustments.
I'm free to chat if you have any more questions.
Our JP Morgan advisors are working from home to help guide you through this. For more than 200 years, we've helped our clients navigate historic challenges. And we will get through this one together.
Pretty well, all Islanders. Beautiful passing. That's a confidence play to make that kind of a pass. Sutter, Palffy. Almost all the time when Zygmunt Palffy shoots the puck, Jiggs, he'll hit the net. Very accurate with his shot. Wrist shot, slap shot, he gets it on the net.
Left-handed shot playing the right side. That'll open things up for you. Troy Loney playing the left wing, Green in the middle. So it's 24, 39, 68 left to right. They're out against a forward line that has Andre Lomakin, number 19, in to take the draw. He's playing with Barnes and Mellanby. Defenseman Brian Benning played it off the boards, and that quick turnaround by Kasparaitis went wide. He was in deep. Kasparaitis coming back to the play. Got a piece of Lomakin. Crowd reacting to that hit. Here's Andre Lomakin with a shot that's well wide. Held in by Benning. Can't get his shot through, and the puck bounces out towards center. Lord Murphy dumps it back in for Florida. They played the first 8 minutes of the 1995 season. There is no score. Dennis Faskey fed Kasparaitis up the left side. Green has tipped it through center ice. He was on his own side of center. And as Benning touches the puck here, that'll be an icing against the Islanders.
Lots of little things in this hockey game, Jiggs, that are exciting. It'll be exciting to see how they finish. Now's the time. to taste the future of draft beer. Ice Draft from Budweiser. It's ice brewed, then cold filtered. New Ice Draft. Take a look. Darius, yes. Little bit off on the timing, but still got the body in front, took the player out of the play, had an excellent scoring, one of the better scoring chances in this hockey game. Down deep, puck in front of the net, shot it wide to the left of Mark Fitzpatrick.
This face-off is between Ron Sutter of the Islanders and Rob Niedermeyer of the Panthers. Niedermeyer, their talented youngster. In his second season, he wears number 44. As you see him turn out of the face-off circle now. Number 27 for Florida, Scott Melody, will come in to take the draw. And Derek King on the face-off here for the Islanders. Tied up Melody, kicked the puck toward the line where Laws dumped it in deeper. Here's Scott LaChance. Good pass to Ron Sutter. To Patrick Flatley. Back to Derek King. One-on-one with Laws. Shot it high. Ron Sutter gets in. Can't get to the rebound. And here's Scott Mellenby down the left side. Mellenby pulls up. Looks to Lowry. Nice stop by McLennan. The Islanders clear the zone. Well, Cirella back for Florida. Gave it away to Sutter. Breaks up through the middle, but can't get totally around Laws. Sutter ends up on the boards. King ends up with the puck. Derek King to Ron Sutter. Sutter put it through Flatley's skates. Here's Mellenby for the Panthers. Mellenby into the Islanders zone. Works on Pilon, who takes him to the boards. Panthers trying to regain control. The Islanders trying to move it up and out. Pilon across here to Ron Sutter. Now to Derek King. At the end of the shift for this line, so King dumps it in and they change up. Pierre Turgeon, number 77, is back out on the ice here. And watch the Panthers with an outlet to Stu Barnes. Barnes trying to stick handle in the Islanders zone. Fitzgerald in after it now. Turns on McGinnis. McGinnis lost his stick. Fitzgerald, some nice work, but he shot right across the front of the net. So the Islanders have cleared it to center where the Panthers knock it down. It is picked up by Barnes, but on a hand pass. Almost halfway through the first period here, Stan Fischler has a special guest with him. Stan?
Well, I have Bill Hayes, who has never missed a single Islander game from day one. Bill, what was your biggest thrill as an Islander fan?
I would have to be the first time we won the cup, and Bobby Dyson scored the overtime goal.
Well, you dropped the opening puck tonight. That must be a big thrill for you.
It was.
What do you think of this new Islander team?
I have a lot of high hopes for it, and I think they'll go as far as they can.
Thanks very much. Jiggs?
Thanks, Dan. Boy, 988 consecutive games here at the Coliseum. That's amazing.
That's better than Doug Jarvis, right? He holds the NHL record.
yeah, for most consecutive games played, but 964, 24 fewer than Bill got. All here. No road trips, although Bill does make a lot of trips. And here are the Panthers, a trip to the net. McLennan can't hold it. 1-0 Florida. Strudlin was parked in the goal now.
Islanders make a mistake. The Florida Panthers capitalize on it. And Brian Strudlin is the guy you can't let stand around in front of the net. Strudlin, while he's not a high scorer, he got 15 goals last year, but you don't let anybody stand here. He got in behind Dennis Vaske. Vaske bumped him, but he didn't stay with him. It was almost a 2-on-1 break. You could see the backhand shot that Strudlin was able to take the rebound and convert. I think that was Belanger who made the backhand shot, converted by Strudlin. 1-0 on their fourth shot on goal.
Strudlin's first is at the 10:06 mark of this opening period. Yes, the Panthers have been outshot 9-4. Heath Brown dumped the puck in, and immediately Florida makes a player change after that faceoff. Back on it here, Christian Luongo to Ray Ferraro, up to Benoit Hogue, around Laws, and he shoots it in off the board. Patrick, for Laws, tries the right wing boards, all the way down it goes. The Islanders had an opportunity to play it, now they must. Icing waved off a long time ago. Quickly, the Panthers pouring into the Islanders zone. Lowry, out here with Mellenby, and knocking it appears. This is Ray Ferraro. And a chance in front to Lindros, and Fitzpatrick blocked that. Up, and Hull had the assist on that goal by Strudlin. As we watch a touch-up on an icing call against the Florida Panthers.
Good scoring chance. The Islanders have had 4. That one by Brett Hull. Good passing by the Islanders, started by Benoit Hogue. Good look at Mark Fitzpatrick. Didn't have a good camp. He was beaten 3 times. But let's take a look at the scoring chance. That's Brett Lindros being stopped by Fitzpatrick.
Tomorrow, the Quebec Nordiques come in here. No, I'm sorry, the Ottawa Senators come in here tomorrow. They've already got a scout on hand tonight. Former Hartford Whaler coach Pierre McGuire is advanced scouting, asking about Lindros and his hands. He said, I know he got 20 in junior. How's he done here? Oh, this is the first test.
I think I called him Brett Hogue.
Must have reminded you of the other Brett, huh?
Well, they're close-handed shots.
Elon kicks the puck in deeper, taken by Gord Murphy of Florida. Roy Loney flushing him from back of the net. The outlet off the boards here will go wide of the Islanders' net. Rich Pilon touches up for an icing call as we pause for a local break. Uniondale scoreboard. Ryan Scrudland has the first goal of the season for the Florida Panthers.
For over 80 years, Sperry Associates Federal Credit Union has served the Long Island community. Located in the heart of Nassau, we offer personalized service that you've come to expect from a right-sized credit union. Featuring great low rates on a variety of loans, including flexible personal loans and balance transfers. We'll even refinance your car. Plus, get direct access to your accounts 24/7 with our award-winning mobile app and online banking. Enjoy all the perks of Sperry membership. Sperry Associates Federal Credit Union in Garden City Park. Better rates, better service, better banking.
When you think of a bank, you think of people in a place. But when you have the Chase mobile app, your bank can be virtually any place. So when you get a check, you can deposit it from here. And you can see your transactions and check your balance from here. You can save for an emergency from here. Or pay bills from here. So when someone asks you, where's your bank? You can tell them, here's my bank. Or here's my bank. Or here's my bank. Because if you download and use the Chase mobile app, your bank is virtually any place. Visit chase.com/mobile.
That's Andre Lomakin. He loves to get involved. He'll take a hit to make a good play. He's tricky, fast on his skates, quick hands.
Players number 19 and scored 19 for Florida last season. Now Belanger and Green are waved out of the face-off circle by linesman 68, Dot Driscoll. It'll be Troy Loney on this draw for the New York Islanders, facing off against Bob Kadowski of Florida. Puck went to Green, and his shot skimmed the side of the net. Travis Green tried to set something up, but immediately had a man in his face. And the Panthers flip it up in the air and down into the Islander zone. Chasing it back is Rich Pilon. Pilon sets up back of the net. Allows Travis Green to handle the puck. Gave it right back. To the right side to Molotov, to Loney. Knocked away, but to Molotov. Can't get it to Green. That'll be an icing call against the Islanders. The time remaining in the first period, 8 minutes and 9 seconds.
We're wondering what happened to that intensity that the Islanders started with. It's very difficult to maintain that level. It's emotions that are running then, driving the legs. Warren Henning recognizes that, but he doesn't want the team to settle back into something that allows the Florida Panthers opportunities at Jamie McLennan. Always with great intensity, flatly, but he knows how to control it, and I'm sure Ron Sutter does. I know he does.
Sutter to face off against Stu Barnes, a pair of 14s in the face-off circle. Joe Sorella at the left point. Linesman Driscoll talking with Waz at the other point, while John Lorang gets ready to drop the puck. Tommy Fitzgerald on the face-off for Florida, and they won it. Sorella played it in deeper. That's Joe Lindsay. Roger Nielsen has juggled the lines a little bit. He had Strudlin centering originally for Fitzgerald and Lindsay. Barnes battles away for it here and plays it around the boards. Lindsay after it. Kasparaitis got a chunk of him. That's Ron Sutter playing it out in front of the net. Through Lyles and chasing it down left wing is Derek King. Sorella comes back. Flatley moves in and it's checked. Lindsay got to Flatley. Down goes Flatley. Off goes Lindsay. A holding penalty will set up the second Islander power play of the period.
Good breakout, good speed by Derek King. An open puck. Actually a broken play coming out of the Islanders' end of the ice. But King using his speed, and he has it. turned it into an almost 2-on-1. Good coverage by Lindsay on the far side of your screen. Here's King, grabs the puck, tries to give it to Flatley, but he's covered well. It was after the play here, you see Flatley go down, that Lindsay draws his second penalty of the hockey game. Second power play for the Islanders. They had 3 shots on goal on their first power play attempt. Some good scoring chances. Bill Lindsay. He comes to play, Jiggs, and he played every game. He was one of 2 players on the Florida Panther team that played all 84 games last season.
What's a tribute to him? He's not shy. Takes and gives a hit. The Islanders on the draw. Hogue can't get it to Molotov. Skrudland dumps it down the ice. Skrudland and Hull up front with Smith and Brown on defense. That's the penalty-killing unit for Florida, as the Islanders have Thomas, McGinnis, and Turgeon up front. Hogan Molotov is mentioned on the points. 1-0 Florida if you've just joined us. Benoit Hogue out of the zone. Carries it through center and across the Florida line. Gave it to Turgeon. To McGinnis. Took the pass at his skates. Gave it to Molotov, whose shot was wide. Turgeon took it away from Fitzpatrick. Put it in front. McGinnis couldn't get to it in time. So the Panthers force the Islanders back, and they'll change the penalty killing. Molotov, after taking it from McLennan, moves it on to Steve Thomas. Thomas is number 32, got rubbed out by Huff, and the puck ended up in the seats.
Steve Thomas scored more goals than any other Islander last season. He had 42. You're wondering where Pierre Turgeon was, because he only played in 69 games. Turgeon had 38 goals. Next on that list, Derek King with 30, but Steve Thomas knows how important it is for his Islanders and he to get things going early. As I had said, you don't want to give the Florida Panthers that first goal, and that was the first mistake that the Islanders had made in their own end of the ice. Critical. Skrudland makes it 1-0.
And as Vasky unloads here, that hit Ferraro as he went in front of the net. Brett Lindros can't center. It comes back to the point. LaChance to Vasky. Back to LaChance. One times it. Fitzpatrick got enough of that. Eric King in deeper. Ferraro out in front. Lindros clogging things up in front. Vasky to LaChance for a shot. The rebound went wide as it was blocked well out in front. And shot out of there by the Panthers, Tom Fitzgerald.
Interesting the way LaChance is handling himself at the right point, Jakes. That's the player that Lorne Henning is trying to groom as the right point man on a regular basis for the power play.
That was LaChance who just dumped it in here. The Panthers move it around the boards. It's held by Brett Lindros into Ray Ferraro. Through the skates of Lindros. Taken here by Derek King. Back to Vasky. Into King. King centers. Ferraro's shot got through Smith, but got to the net. Lindros back to LaChance, and it rolled on him. That'll do it. 10 seconds left in this power play. Through center ice, Derek King. To Dennis Vasky. Across the line. Holding it, now shooting it off the end glass as the teams are at 6 aside again. 1 shot on goal as all the Islanders mustered with the man advantage. King setting up LaChance. Lets the shot go. Blocked in front. Palffy is there. Gets dragged off his skates. Play will continue, however. Ellenby got checked. Brown slaps it off the glass and out.
And looking for another penalty to Florida. That was a stick-on-stick situation. Not often called. Occasionally.
Panthers centering it in the Islander end of the ice. LaChance steps in. Couldn't get it to Loney in time. Loose on the end boards for Lowry. Off the goaltender. Mellenby's shot is blocked. He was all alone in front. Out comes Loney. 2-on-2 with Palffy. Lowry gets back. So it's an odd man rush. The Islanders out-muscled. And here's Mellenby back the other way. Molotov skates him off the play. And Molotov is going to the penalty box. Disagrees with referee Van Manos. But Florida with the power play, and on the Odell scoreboard, they also have a lead.
For over 80 years, Sperry Associates Federal Credit Union has served the Long Island community. Located in the heart of Nassau, we offer personalized service that you've come to expect from a right-sized credit union. Featuring great low rates on a variety of loans, including flexible personal loans and balance transfers. We'll even refinance your car. Plus, get direct access to your accounts 24/7 with our award-winning mobile app and online banking. Enjoy all the perks of Sperry membership. Sperry Associates Federal Credit Union in Garden City Park. Better rates, better service, better banking.
Thanks for sharing your DIY haircuts. your savage moves, and your adorable pets. Now it's our turn to share with the Geico Give Back, a 15% credit on car and motorcycle policies lasting your full policy term. So, thanks again.
Yes, we're living in uncertain times, but we've all had it tough before. And here at Cadillac, we know that by working together, we'll make it through. That's why GM Financial stands by with relief by offering flexible payment arrangements. We're also offering current owners OnStar Crisis Assist services and in-vehicle Wi-Fi data. And those in need of a new vehicle may have the option of shopping online and taking delivery at home. We're all in this together. And at Cadillac, we have your back.
We know you're in uncharted waters. Your fast-paced lives replaced with days at home spent worrying about your city. We also know you're used to looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's closer than it may seem. So while the city that never sleeps dreams of brighter days ahead, the Bradenton area continues to send warmth and love. And when you're ready to visit Florida's West Coast, we'll be here to welcome you. And thank you for all you sacrificed to ensure more days in the sun for all of us.
At Lexus, service isn't just a department. It's about understanding and responding to your needs.
Now more than ever, you come first. Find out what services are available in your area.
Watch in the bottom of your screen when we lose the score. Number 27, look at this wonderful pass. The Islanders were changing on the fly. Molokov comes up behind Mellenby. Mellenby can't control the puck. Molokov gets a penalty for hooking as he rides him off into the corner.
And now the Panthers on the power play for the first time tonight. Scored 65 power play goals a season ago with 409 chances to this Florida team.
They were ranked 21st out of the 26 teams.
The Islander penalty killing of last season was 15th. How will it be this year? Here's their first test. Elon and Kasparaitis on defense. Sutter and Flatley up front, and a turnaround there is denied by McLennan off Mellenby. Scott Mellenby to Andre Lomakin. Can't get Murphy open at the point. Flatley battling away with Lomakin down, and a shot down the ice by Kasparaitis. Here's your score and the time remaining up in the top left corner of your picture. Game at the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum as we watch Stu Barnes lead the rush. Barnes is over the line. Elon, took a run at his man and knocked the puck loose. It's held in by Murphy, however. Murphy, high shot, then it dipped, and McLennan got it. Barnes puts it to the corner. Kasparaitis leaned into Mellenby, who kicked the puck to a teammate. And back to Barnes. Shoots one. That was blocked by Flatley. Barnes once more. In along the boards. Back to Barnes. Centered it. Kasparaitis blocked the shot. Menage has it here for Florida. All over him is Ronnie Sutter. The Panthers hold it in. Mellenby snuck back in the net. Looks to Lomakin and then went to the other side. Scott Mellenby, a neat turn on Ron Sutter. Mellenby dishes it back to Murphy. Murphy. Lomakin. Flatley couldn't clear it out. That drive got through. It's knocked around in front and cleared away from Murphy, the man who had fired from the point to begin with.
Good stop by Jamie McLennan. Looking through a lot of bodies. Got his catching glove on it.
2 shots on goal with the power play for Florida. They change it up a little. LaChance moves the puck into the Florida zone. And the Panthers sent Brian Benning back for it with 10 seconds left in their power play. Panthers 1, Islanders nothing. Benning off the boards, moved it up to Sorella. Pulled it in around Luongo, but there's LaChance up the left wing boards as Molokov steps out of the penalty box. Brian Benning back for the loose puck. 2 shots for the Panthers with the man advantage. Florida leads 1-0. Lowry has lost his helmet. He maintains control of the puck and cleared it out. Luongo taps it in over the line. Sorella got it out of there. Moving up is Chris Luongo to Marty McGinnis on the left side. In deeper to Thomas. Thomas lost his balance, and the Panthers have cleared it out. Vasky and Molokov teamed up in defense. Up front, Thomas, Turgeon, and McGinnis. Vasky and Huff collided at the Islander blue line. They go back at one another as Turgeon brings the puck over the line, and his pass was blocked. Molokov has it at center ice. Back to Dennis Vasky. Up to Benoit Hogue. Checked by Huff. On come the Islanders. Brett Lindros with a shot that was blocked. Lindros battling back of the net. Regained control. Centered, but Strudlin came back. Lindros got knocked down eventually. Hogue and Ferraro, the forward line, as Cruden leads the Panther attack. Shoots one that went wide. McLennan tips it to the end board. Vladimir Malakoff with it here. Malakoff to Ferraro. Heavy traffic as he weaves his way into the Florida zone and puts it on the end boards for Hogue. Hogue trying to get Lindros open. Hogue shot is blocked. Lindros is decked by Fitzgerald. There's going to be a penalty against Florida. With a minute and 19 seconds left in the opening period, an interference penalty to Tom Fitzgerald.
Islanders trying to regain that edge, bring the game level up a little higher. That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to bring the game level up where Florida can't play with them. Watch Hogue. Puck bouncing and rolling, couldn't get a shot away. There's Fitzgerald on Lindros. He gets the penalty. Then Hogue flattened Brown, and not too many players can do that. But there, a tripping penalty to Tommy Fitzgerald. And on the far boards at the same time, Benoit Hogue just walked right over the top of Brown, the defenseman. Keith Brown, the ex-Chicago Blackhawk.
Time of the penalty is 18:41. Roger Nielsen's team shorthanded for the third time in this opening period. The Islanders with a total of 4 shots on the power play thus far, outshooting the Panthers at 11-8. The majority of those shots in the first few minutes. On the power play, Ferraro between King and Lindros. The Panthers force the Islanders to start from deep in their own zone. The point man on the power play here. Hogue on one side, Malakoff on the other. This is Vladimir Malakoff. Gave it to King, then to Ferraro, who's over the line, but back to the play, a penalty. Lindros reaching, pulled the feet out from under Murphy, and that'll be an interference penalty on the 19-year-old rookie.
Something that you just can't have happen. He knows it as well as anybody. It's not so much deliberate. Let's take a look as there, Lindros. You see he gets his stick between the legs. Murphy is backing up. And Murphy's smart enough to know that if he falls down, Lindros is gone, which is exactly what happened. Referee Don Van Massenhoven, he has to give him the penalty under the circumstances. Even strength, he could overlook it.
Devils begin their season in pursuit of the Stanley Cup tomorrow night against the Whalers at Hartford, and it's live at 7 o'clock. Game time at 6:30. Check your local listings, restrictions, but the Devils open up in Hartford tomorrow night on SportsChannel. Ryan Benning, with a minute to go in the period, has dumped it in for the Panthers. Jamie McLennan left it for Darius Kasparaitis. And the outlet from Vasky found Turgeon. Quickly 4 Panthers back. 4 Islanders begin to move up as Turgeon dumped it in. Overled Marty McGuinness. Well, the Panthers try the right side for Hull. Jody Hull's pass is tipped by McGuinness. Getting with it here, half a minute to go. Lord Murphy couldn't get it out. Pierre Turgeon into the slot. Shot one that was blocked by Murphy. Turgeon trying to get a step on Murphy is forced back of the net. Here protecting the puck. Here Turgeon to Marty McGuinness. McGuinness hesitated. Barnes got to him. McGuinness centers off some skates. Right to the Panthers defenseman Benning and down the ice. Not enough legs. No icing. And not enough time to get to the other end of the ice before the horn sound.
During the period, it was all Islanders, but the score reflects something differently. 1-0. The Florida Panthers take advantage of one mistake.
Ryan Scrudlin, the goal scorer in the middle of your picture. Panthers up 1-0 as we return now to our Game Time studios and Bob Papa.
In these uncertain times, look after yourself, your family, your friends. But know when it comes to your finances, we are here for you.
What can I do for you today?
Take a look at the portfolio and make adjustments.
I'm free to chat if you have any more questions.
Our JP Morgan advisors are working from home to help guide you through this. For more than 200 years, we've helped our clients navigate historic challenges. And we will get through this one together.
For over 80 years, Sperry Associates Federal Credit Union has served the Long Island community. Located in the heart of Nassau, we offer personalized service that you've come to expect from a right-sized credit union. featuring great low rates on a variety of loans, including flexible personal loans and balance transfers. We'll even refinance your car. Plus, get direct access to your accounts 24/7 with our award-winning mobile app and online banking. Enjoy all the perks of Sperry membership. Sperry Associates Federal Credit Union in Garden City Park. Better rates, better service, better banking.
Panthers will defend the goal to the right. The New York Islanders, the goal to the left as you look at Mark Fitzpatrick, the former Islander. Traded to the Quebec Nordique and then left open in the expansion draft a year ago. And Jamie McLennan, the 23-year-old in the nets to begin the 95 season for the New York Islanders. Boy, this is something I noticed today, Ed. It's the first time that the Islanders have opened a season at home since 1980 when they were the defending Stanley Cup champs. Beat the Boston Bruins that night 5-2. Haven't opened a season at the Nassau Coliseum since 1980.
That's a long time out in the West Coast, if you'll remember, where we used to start the seasons regularly. There you see 15-6-1 on home openers.
How about that home opener back in, what year was that? 1972? Teams are at 4 aside to begin the second period. Fitzgerald in the penalty box for Florida. Lindros for the Islanders. Dumped in by the Islanders and chased by McGinnis. Panthers moving up and out around Kasparaitis as Grudlin checked him. And back on it here is Dennis Vaske. Jody Hull got to him. Vaske regains control, put it back of his own net. Artie McGinnis comes to the right wing boards, has trouble clearing it out. Jody Hull jabbing at it. McGinnis has it now. 3 Panthers back as McGinnis steps over the line. Turgeon in the high slot as Vaske dumps it around the board. Turgeon stuck back in the net, got checked, and here's a breakout for the Panthers. Fitzgerald out of the penalty box gives them a brief power play that's down to 10 seconds now. The time remaining in the penalty to Lindros. Ellenby wraps it around behind the Islanders' net. This is Brian Benning. And again, it's back of the goal, chased by McGinnis. Up the board, taken by Lomakin. Feeds the blue line. That shot from Murphy went wide. Lindros taps it out of the zone. It's around Benning and all the way down the ice. So both teams will be able to make all the changes they want as that's called back on an icing.
Well, the Islanders not off to the start that they would like to here in the second period, but penalties sometimes get in the way as you get a look at Brian Benning, 28 years old now. He's also a first pick of the St. Louis Blues in this case. Had a lot of shoulder problems and got started this season after major reconstruction surgery on his shoulder. He's a power play specialist, handles the puck very well. Left-handed shooter.
Playing the left point at the moment. Puck knocked away too far for him as Belanger took the face-off against the Islanders' Ray Ferraro. Brian Benning hard around the boards. Bob Kudelski clears the zone. Kudelski wears number 22, has the puck again. What a season he had a couple of years ago in L.A. and then carried it on to Ottawa. A lot of raised eyebrows when the Senators dealt him over to the Florida Panthers last season. That's LeChance back for the puck here. The hold and then a cross-ice feed off Chris Luongo's stick. Luongo can't get it to Brett Lindros. Up steps Scott LeChance. Hold. Can't find Lindros on that play. Lomakin as the Panthers take away the center ice home and Ferraro came back. Here's Luongo to Lindros. Panthers tight on him. Benning with the puck now. Give this Florida team a lead, and they're very difficult. They have a 1-0 lead. Brett Lindros across the line. Can't get through Benning, who's cleared it out. Back comes Vladimir Malakov. Ray Ferraro on to Hogue. Hogue shovels it toward the corner. Fitzpatrick plays it to Benning. He shot it off Lindros. It's another opportunity to make the play. Gave it to Lomakin. Just did get it outside the blue line. Troy Loney dumps it back in. Benning decides to go cross-ice. 2.5 minutes gone at the beginning of the second period. Panthers 1, Islanders 0 as the puck bounces into the Islanders zone and is taken by Malakov on to Green. 3-on-3 at center ice. Green to the right side for Palffy. Into the middle, but offside at the Florida blue line.
Tomorrow night, the Islanders play host to the Ottawa Senators at 7 o'clock. The Islanders have designated this game as Family Night. All fans under 21 can purchase $31 tickets for $17 and $19 tickets for just $10. These tickets will be available at the Coliseum box office only, starting 1 hour prior to the game. So wake the kids, call the neighbors, and take advantage of this Islanders youth discount. That's tomorrow night when the Islanders face off against the Ottawa Senators.
Chance to see Radek Bonk, Ottawa's top pick. Better question, I guess, will be, will Yashin show up? Buck around the boards, and the Islanders out of the zone. Joe Cirella at center ice. Cirella dumps it in, a delayed offside. And the Panthers did not regain the blue line. 16 minutes, 43 seconds remaining. Period number 2. Goal by Brian Skrubland. Back in the first period on the Modell scoreboard as Florida 1-0.
We know you're in uncharted waters. Your fast-paced lives replaced with days at home spent worrying about your city. We also know you're used to looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's closer than it may seem. So while the city that never sleeps dreams of brighter days ahead, the Bradenton area continues to send warmth and love. And when you're ready to visit Florida's West Coast, we'll be here to welcome you. And thank you for all you sacrificed to ensure more days in the sun for all of us.
We're at Oyster Bay Brewing Company.
And we're canning Barn Rocker today. We made a product based on something that we're big fans of. That, I think, drives the whole thing behind Barn Rocker for me.
You know, all growing up, the phrase was rock the barn. You're gonna rock the barn, you're gonna have a barn rocker. It's tough to put into words how it makes us feel. It's just really special to have fans like us sort of rally around a product that we create every day. You're not only supporting us and our company, but we're also supporting the team and the players and the fans collectively. It's really great.
Pat Flatley. No, he doesn't have the speed of Yvonne Cornway, and he doesn't have the shot of Brett Hull, but he knows how to break up plays. Look at this. Talk about experience. Stepped in, placed the stick in front of Lamakin, and flipped the puck off his stick. They're going to send that one to the Hockey Hall of Fame, get a new piece of lumber. Ray Ferraro on the draw against Rob Niedermeyer, and the Panthers will gain control of a bouncing puck. Ryan Benning moved it across to his defense mate. Gord Murphy, he's dumped it in. You see McLennan leaving it back of the goal. Chris Luongo, the Detroit native, didn't get it to a teammate. Murphy's shot bounces around in front. McLennan challenged and made the big stop off Lowry. Lindros down the right side, and traffic gets flattened. In quickly to pick up the puck, Benoit Hogue. Hogue battling on the boards. Niedermeyer pried it loose. Benning for the Panthers. Up to Scott Mellanby. Mellanby to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer shot it wide. Lowry waited for the rebound to come off the boards. He gave it to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer, like Lindros, played junior hockey during the lockout. A little better condition than some of his teammates. Mellanby driving back of the net. LeChance ties him up, showing some strength. Here's Ferraro. Ray Ferraro on to Brett Lindros. Lindros moving on Jeff Smith. Trying to get around the veteran. Did, and Hogue couldn't finish off the play. Malakoff sets up Ferraro. Can't slip to the backhand and beat Fitzpatrick from there. And Ferraro is knocked off the puck. Malakoff to Lindros. Shooting! That's just wide of the net. Elon holds it in. Around the boards to Benoit Hogue. Back of the net to Lindros. Trying to center. Ferraro is there. Lindros tipped it off the stick in front. It's cleared by the defense. The hitting is back in the game, but now the puck covered. Not on top of it. Lowry, some scuffling in front of that Florida goal. Just well after the whistle. Brett Lindros involved in it to a degree. There's going to be a penalty, Jiggs, and it would probably be the initial one for putting his hand on the puck and stopping the play. Not sure, because after that, a lot of things going on. I see Mellanby now heading for the penalty box. The Islanders' door is not open. So Mellanby, I thought it was the defenseman at first, but roughing penalty to Mellanby. So the Islanders will... Good opportunity, beautiful pass. Ray Ferrell pulled it to the backhand, and then the puck shot over his stick. You can see that the glove of Mark Fitzpatrick was in a pretty good position, but here's the coverage around the net. This is the scrum, and this resulted in a penalty to Mellenby. 2 minutes for roughing. Molotov, look at him down in the bottom of your screen trying to dig the puck loose. I thought there was a penalty for holding the puck, and that would have gone to, I believe it was Lowry, yes, number 10, but it didn't happen that way. But the Islanders will go to theirs. This is number 4 power play for the Islanders.
It is indeed. Some pretty good teams last night didn't score on the power play. Winnipeg had 8 opportunities on the man advantage in a game against Calgary and didn't score. This is the 4th power play of the night for the Islanders. 6 minutes remaining in the second period. 1-0 Florida as we watch Molotov. Up ahead to Thomas. He's onside. Thomas can't center it through. Now gets it back to LeChance. Molotov. Spread it out a little. Molotov. McGinnis with it now. Vladimir Molotov to Marty McGinnis into Pierre Turgeon. They cycle in that Florida zone. Turgeon looks for somebody to get open to the side of the net. Center Thomas with a whack at it. Dave Thomas again. Molotov. That's a goal. That's blocked. In comes Thomas. It's put back to the net and then cleared by the Panthers. Now a shot on goal with that flurry in the Florida end of the ice. And a minute remains in the penalty time to Scott Mellenby. That's LeChance to Turgeon, but the pass was broken up. Thomas right back to Vasky. To LeChance. To Turgeon, now to McGinnis. McGinnis over the line with Thomas trailing. Steve Thomas trips it off. Turgeon shot right on, but handled routinely by Mark Fitzpatrick.
Put it right at Fitzpatrick. He had to get it away quickly, and generally, that kind of a shot by Turgeon would be inside one of the corner posts. Might be a little tired. A lot of ice time from the beginning of the power play. Islanders can't seem to get anybody open, although this time, good play here by Thomas. There's the shot. You can see the puck start to roll up just as Turgeon shot it. Wondering how it would end up directly at the goaltender. That would explain some of it.
Pierre goes back to the bench, knowing that his brother Sylvain will be here with the Ottawa Senators tomorrow night. The Islanders open with 3 games in the first 4 nights.
All at home. Good opportunity for them. Right now, the Florida Panthers are just not making any mistakes in their own end of the ice.
Well schooled. 38 seconds remaining in the penalty to Mellenby. That's Travis Green facing off for the Islanders. Stu Barnes for Florida. Barnes tipped the puck. Chased it down, but didn't get it out of there. Benoit Hogue, number 33, into Palffy to Hogue from the point. Fires, knocked down. Handled by Green. Back to Hogue. Into Green. Green being watched closely by Barnes. They spread it out a little. Lindros is back in front of the net. Here's Palffy. Sigmund Palffy, cross ice. Benoit Hogue gave it to Molotov. Can't get it to Green, and the Islanders are forced out of the zone, and that'll end the power play opportunity.
Not enough motion for the Islanders on the power play. Too many players standing still with the puck.
A long pass finds Travis Green. Green dropped it back. Molikov's shot is off the target. Vasky will chase it out through center ice with 4 minutes to go in the second period. 1 shot on goal is all the Islanders had on their power play. Andre Lomakin broke up a rush for the Islanders. Kasparaitis can't get it deeper into that Florida zone, and now the Islanders will start from their own territory. Barry King in traffic, feeds right wing. This is Palffy. Sigmund Palffy unable to center the puck. King has it. King looked to Kasparaitis, elect to hold, shoot, juggled, and now held by Fitzpatrick. 3 minutes, 34 seconds left in the second period. The Model scoreboard hasn't changed. 1-0.
For over 80 years, Sperry Associates Federal Credit Union has served the Long Island community. Located in the heart of Nassau, we offer personalized service that you've come to expect from a right-sized credit union. Featuring great low rates on a variety of loans, including flexible personal loans and balance transfers. We'll even refinance your car. Plus, give direct access to your accounts 24/7 with our award-winning mobile app and online banking. Enjoy all the perks of Sperry membership. Sperry Associates Federal Credit Union in Garden City Park. Better rates, better service, better banking.
Nobody wants to pay for things that they don't use.
It's time to say bye to the bundle.
Now, you can break the bundle when you mix and match on Fios, the 100% fiber optic network.
We need fast internet because we're always streaming something.
Choose the internet speed that works for you. And if you want TV, choose your package.
I want my channels and nothing else.
Switch now with internet plans starting at just $39.99 per month. No extra fees, no annual contracts. Plus, get up to $300 in Visa prepaid cards.
Only paying for the services that I want? That's the future.
Only on Verizon.
One of the puckheads, a puckster. You see that the players have signed. Some of them have signed his jersey. Some young people here at the hockey game. You know, it's interesting as you watch this Florida Panther team, Jiggs. People say, what a great road game they have, but they play the same way at home. They don't play any differently at home than they do on the road.
No, it doesn't matter to them. Raised a lot of eyebrows last season. Had that skid, the only 2 wins they had in the last 14 games, both against the New York Islanders. That wasn't enough to get them into the playoffs. Florida, that is. Gasparitis rounds the Panther net. Tipped a dive, but there'll be a penalty. Gasper off the board. Florida's going to be shorthanded again once they touch the puck. Now they do control it. Play called with 3 minutes and 19 seconds left in the period.
The bonus to this particular style is that if the Islanders can do and continue to do what they've been doing, they're skating well, they're handling the puck pretty good, they've got great pursuit in the offensive zone, and it does result in the other team having to take penalties, and if you can continue to do that, sooner or later, you've got to find a little crack in the dike. So far, they haven't been able to do that. Here with another power play, I believe it was number 3, Paul Laws took down Darius Gasparitis, got a high sticking penalty.
Well, the defenseman goes into the box at 16:41 of this second period. Power play opportunity number 5 on the night. Last season, the Islanders had 1 power play goal and 18 opportunities against the Florida Panthers.
They have a respectable penalty killing record. It was 9th last year.
This is Hogue to Thomas. Back to Hogue, covering the right point. Shovels it across. Cody Ho is able to clear it out, and Brian Strudlin, the other forward, chases it down the ice as Hogue came back. Hogue and Strudlin continue to battle. Hogue gets away from the check. Pulls up. Drops it off. Malakoff and on to Turgeon. There, Turgeon unable to slip it through Benning. Murphy is there for Florida. Round the boards. Off the skates of Hogue. On come the Panthers. Brian Strudlin had to wait for the puck to arrive, however. By then, the Islanders were back. McGinnis to Turgeon. Turgeon out through center ice. Headed across to Thomas. Pulls up. Looks for somebody to get open. Plays it to Pierre Turgeon, who sneaks back in the net. Thomas out in front is there. Shoots. Fitzpatrick to save.
Standing in front of the net, Gord Murphy. He's had a strong game for the Florida Panthers, as well as Mark Fitzpatrick when he's had to be sharp. Thomas didn't get a lot on it. He kind of trickled it through after number 77, Pierre Turgeon. You see him behind the net. There's the feed. Actually went off the skate of Steve Thomas. It deflected off his skate, went off Murphy's skate, and Mark Fitzpatrick, in that heavy traffic, was down on all fours, found it, trickling toward him. That's Gord Murphy. Philadelphia originally for 3+ years, then with the Bruins for a little over a season. 14 goals last year for Murphy.
Islanders with Lindros and King up front, along with Ferraro in this power play. Eric King feeds the blue line. Vasquez fires one that's tipped in front. Ferraro didn't get much of a tip on it, and the Panthers are able to clear it. First man back is Vasquez. There's Vasquez. Ferraro carries it across the line, but a 2-line pass offside against the New York Islanders.
Red Lindros, I believe, was straddling the line, Jiggs, and he lifted up the foot that was in the center ice area. That left only the foot that was in the Panthers' end of the ice offside. Killed the rush. Killing Lorne Henning watching these Florida Panthers.
Or making due note of the play. Head coaching experience. The one-time Minnesota North Stars.
A few years he coached the Islanders farm team, Springfield.
Panthers shorthanded, drive the puck in off Jamie McLennan, and Huff goes in quickly. Centers a bouncing puck. McLennan scoops it up off Fitzgerald. Dropped it at the side of the net. And the Islanders trying to start the rush here. LeChance to Vasky. And as Vasky stepped over centered, played it around the boards. Ray Ferraro. Back it comes to LeChance. Into Ferraro. To the corner for Derek King. King makes the play to Ray Ferraro. Ferraro centers. A shot from Vasky is blocked. It comes back. LeChance a drive over the crossbar. Derek King takes the man. Ferraro sets up LeChance for a shot. What a stop by Fitzpatrick.
His best save of the hockey game so far, and he's had a few. A good one-timer by Scott LeChance. It was low, it was on the net, but it was on the catching mid side of Mark Fitzpatrick, and his long arm snapped it.
That game just after Laws had stepped out of the penalty box. Another look.
There's Scott LeChance's low, hard drive. Look at the glove as it bends back. Watch the catching bit as it goes down low. Here comes the shot. Good stop by Mark Fitzpatrick.
Panthers goaltending guru, former Islander great, member of the Hockey Hall of Fame, Bill Smith. Two of them walked out of here together after the morning skate. No doubt had lunch together, spent some time talking about tonight's game, what they might expect from the Islanders. Fitzpatrick knows several of them, having played here.
Talking with Bill Torrey this morning, and after that he was talking with John Van Beesbrook, the backup goaltender. Still considered the number one goaltender for the Florida Panthers, playing in his option year.
Panthers control the puck following the draw. Didn't get it out. Sigmund Palffy with a shot. Turned aside, and that ends up in the seat.
Boy, he can hit the net, Jiggs. You see how quickly he turned just inside the blue line. Good shot by Sigmund Palffy. And Mark Fitzpatrick, again, this time to his right, had to kick one away. Palffy had two shots in the first period. There's his, probably at least his second shot in the second period. Troy Loney, number 24, looking for a rebound.
Travis Green and Brian Strudland on the faceoff. Palffy to the right, Loney to the left for the Islanders. 24, Troy Loney got it back to Pilon, in toward Green. Bouncing puck, covered by Benning at the 19-minute mark of the second period. Molotov can't hold it in the zone. Pilon back at his own blue line. Gave it to Troy Loney. Waits for Green to cut through, and that long shot is up in the possession now of the Panthers. They just give it away at center ice. It's Pilon. Outlet to Travis Green. Loney on his left. Green dances in around Sorella. Centers. Troy Loney. Sharp angle shot is denied. Then Loney is pinched on the boards. Palffy puts it back in the net. Here's Loney. Travis Green there as well. Strudland and Loney finally able to tie up the puck long enough for a face-off. Troy Loney questioning the referee.
Well, the Florida Panthers had 8 shots at the end of the first period. There's 12 now. They've had 4 so far in this period. Here's Strudland in red with Troy Loney, number 24, battling. Wow, what a battle for a loose puck as Travis Green tries to fish it out from between his left winger's legs.
At one point in this period, the shots were 4-3 favor of the Islanders. They're now 13-4 for the period. Ball start on the face-off again. You look at Pierre Turgeon, who was centering for Steve Thomas and Marty McGuinness. Vasky and Kasparaitis on defense. Panthers were one of several teams had their players all together, or at least most of the players together during the lockout, and skated regularly in Florida.
Now they had 3 practices. Whoa, good low shot by Thomas. 3 practices a week.
Take down here. Keith Brown was all over Pierre Turgeon. Puck held in by Vasky. Darius Kasparaitis toward the net. That's tipped. The rebound was in. McGinnis couldn't hammer it home. Goes out of play as the horn sounds, ending the second period.
It was all Islanders again in the second period, but the score hasn't changed. It's the Florida Panthers 1, the goal from the first period, the Islanders nothing.
What do you have to do? The question on the mind of Lord Heading. His team trails 1-0 as we go back to our Game Time studios.
Nobody wants to pay for things that they don't use.
It's time to say bye to the bundle.
Now, you can break the bundle when you mix and match on Fios, the 100% fiber optic network.
We need fast internet because we're always streaming something.
Choose the internet speed that works for you. And if you want TV, choose your package.
I want my channels and nothing else.
Switch now with internet plans starting at just $39.99 per month. No extra fees, no annual contracts. Plus, get up to $300 in Visa prepaid cards.
Only paying for the services that I want? That's the future.
Only on Verizon.
In these uncertain times, look after yourself, your family, your friends. But know when it comes to your finances, we are here for you.
What can I do for you today?
Take a look at the portfolio and make adjustments.
Feel free to chat if you have any more questions.
Our JP Morgan advisors are working from home to help guide you through this. For more than 200 years, we've helped our clients navigate historic challenges. And we will get through this one together.
The new house is amazing.
Except there's this
Rab problem. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
We know you're in uncharted waters. Your fast-paced lives replaced with days at home spent worrying about your city. We also know you're used to looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's closer than it may seem. So while the city that never sleeps dreams of brighter days ahead, the Bradenton area continues to send warmth and love. And when you're ready to visit Florida's West Coast, we'll be here to welcome you. And thank you for all you sacrificed to ensure more days in the sun for all of us.
At Lexus, service isn't just a department. It's about understanding and responding to your needs.
Now more than ever, you come first. Find out what services are available in your area.
Hey, Islander fans! The team's new mascot is looking for a name, and SportsChannel would like to recruit your help. Send your suggestions on a postcard to Name the Mascot Contest, New York Islanders, Nassau Coliseum, Uniondale, New York, 11553. The winner and a friend will receive a trip to an Islanders road game, and we're not talking about a trip to New Jersey or, or into Manhattan. Trip is supplied courtesy of WRCN, Liberty Travel, SportsChannel, and US Air. Contest ends February the 11th, so send a postcard or pick up an entry form at any Liberty Travel location. That's the Islanders Name the Mascot Contest, and you can enter today.
I got a couple of suggestions for you. Keep that address.
Got to get you an entry form. I'll be right back.
Okay. By the way, the New York Islanders farm team, the Denver Grizzlies, went into Atlanta in the first of a back-to-back situation for the Grizzlies and won handily last night. And Jan Kaminsky, who was sent down from the Islanders earlier this week for some conditioning, had a goal and an assist in that game. All right. Grizzlies continue to lead the Southwest Conference of the International Hockey League. It's Ferraro centers for Lindros and Hogue, opening up this third period on home ice. Panthers make an immediate change. Roger Nielsen getting the line out there that he wants. That's Krugland against this forward line for the Islanders. Kasparaitis backhanding the puck in. Islanders don't make any effort to change up here. Content to go with the line that they set out there to start the period. And as Vasky comes back, tries the left side for Ray Ferraro. Hogue up ahead. Ferraro drops the puck for Hogue, who had stepped across the line in anticipation. Timing.
3 times in this hockey game that's happened when the Islanders have been in pursuit of Florida's end of the ice. Kasparaitis. Benoit Hogue with a little blood, it appears, on his jersey. He'll tell you it was the guy that he was mixing it up with, not his. Now the Islanders are going to change up.
see this line going back, centered by Ray Ferraro, is just down to your right a little bit. Our condolences to Ray and his family on the loss of Ray's father during the lockout period. He suffered a stroke and then later a heart attack, I believe. And if there's any fortunate way to look at it, Ray at least had the opportunity to be at home and be with his family, and he has dedicated this season to the memory of his dad. Pilon slapping the puck around the boards, following the draw. Thomas pinching in. Turgeon is there as well for the Islanders. It's Turgeon trying to get it to McGinnis. That didn't work. Here's got it again. Is he lucky here? Skrudlin's right on him. Takes him down. The puck comes out of there for Thomas. Pipes one up. That hit Murphy, and he is hurting. Molotov keeps it in deep. Now the Panthers are able to clear it out, and back goes Pilon. Murphy is headed for the Florida players' bench. The Islanders with a turnover. Mike Huff has dumped it in. Picked up here by Vladimir Molotov. Molotov taken down from behind. No call. Did he step on the stick on the puck? Molotov is waving his arm saying, what do you have to do? But Pilon comes to center. Panthers have already taken 5 penalties to the Islanders 2. I think from here on, any call against Florida is going to have to be a real good one. McGinnis drops the puck back to Thomas. Shovels it off in front. Turgeon gets a stick on it. A weak backhander is wide. He was really tied up. This is Stu Barnes leading the Florida rush. Barnes waiting for some teammates to catch up. Couldn't make the play at the Islander blue line. Chance to Luongo, to Thomas. Thomas trying to get a little skating room. Now dumps the puck in and bounced right in front of Fitzpatrick. Lons goes for it. Hard around to the open side of the ice, and Fitzgerald tips it outside the Florida blue line. Now he moves up for control of the puck and fires it in. It comes off the boards for Barnes. Barnes bladed right out in front, but LaChance is there, and it's going to go the length of the ice. He thought he had somebody breaking. The only guy that was anywhere near it was in a different color uniform than his.
Pretty good skating period so far, but the Islanders, as Lorne Henning pointed out, to beat them, patience, and you have to pass well, and you can see what happens when you don't pass well. One of the few times in this hockey game that Scott LaChance hasn't pinpointed his pass onto the stick of his teammate. Scott LaChance, he's had a good hockey game so far. See what he had last season in 74 hockey games.
Just 22 years of age. It seems like he's been here a long time, but maturity.
Remember, he hurt his shoulder last year. That was why he missed the 10 games.
McLennan has grabbed the puck off that long shot and held it. 17 and a half minutes remaining in this third period. Face-off will be to the left of the New York Islanders goal. Actually, the first road trip the Islanders have is to Washington. The first of any length begins in Miami against these Florida Panthers. It's a 4-game trip. This is Kasparaitis clearing the puck into the center ice area. Benning and Murphy in around the boards. There's Belanger. Jesse Belanger puts it back in the net. Vasky moves it on to Troy Loney. Off the boards, and Murphy put one on target that McLennan covers.
One of the areas you can't give the puck up. The Islanders have possession of the puck. They move it around to the winger, Loney, and this time jumps over his stick, goes to the point man, right point man, Murphy, and he rips it at the net. Control the puck in your own end of the ice. A lot of times, players, defensemen get behind the net and they make that pass around the boards when they could make it direct. Just kind of a bad habit that you have to get out of.
Now Derek King, under Patrick Flatley, and Ron Sutter. Belanger line for Florida. Belanger with Kudelski and Lomakin. Derek King ended up taking the drop. Get it to Ronnie Sutter in time, and here's Rich Pilon. Flatley turns, moves it to Sutter. 3 Panthers back as Sutter dumps it in. Murphy, who had been shaken up earlier in this period, got back in time to clear it out. Brennan moves it on to Pilon's stick. Facing him is Belanger. Now on the right side is Flatley across to King. Derek King shot that one off Murphy. Ronnie Sutter and King battle. Kudowski there on behalf of the Panthers. Picks up the puck. Sutter takes him to the end boards. Battle for it here. Won by the Islanders. Patrick Flatley gave it away. Kudowski trying to clear it out. Vladimir Molotov trying to keep it in. They do. Flatley goes in.
We're at Oyster Bay Brewing Company.
And we're canning Barn Rocker today. We made a product based on something that we're big fans of. That, I think, drives the whole thing behind Barn Rocker for me.
You know, all growing up, the phrase was rock the barn. You're going to rock the barn, you're going to have a barn rocker. It's tough to put into words how it makes us feel. It's just really special to have fans like us sort of rally around a product that we create every day. You're not only supporting us and our company, but we're also supporting the team and the players and the fans collectively. It's really great.
The Islanders come close to scoring. Florida break out of their end, and Chris Luongo takes an interference, or I should say, interference penalty. Here's the shot by Turgeon. The rebound goes to the right. Flatley was coming in, went between his legs. Back come the Florida Panthers, and in front of the net, there's the interference by Chris Luongo. So the Florida Panthers get their third power play of the hockey game.
And they win the draw. Barnes with a shot from the point that rattled around. Played in deeper. The Panthers go back to the net. Back to Murphy and then into Niedermeyer. Off the boards. Through Lowry. Kudowski trying to set something up. Back to that goal line again with the feed here to Niedermeyer. To Murphy at the point. Through a screen and up the other side. Kudowski flips it in along the board. The right has hit Kudowski with a big check. The puck is cleared to the line, held in by Murphy to Niedermeyer in front. Can't pull the trigger. McGinnis overskated it, and the shot there from the far side went wide. Here Turgeon to move it out for the Islanders. Didn't get it out. Murphy to the backhand. Protected the puck, and McLennan up with a save off Lowry.
Good stop by Jamie McLennan. The Islanders make a huge mistake. They've got one of the penalty killers racing out of the end, Marty McGinnis. Turgeon tries to lob it to him in center ice. It's intercepted, and everything breaks down. Turgeon down in the bottom left of your corner. There goes McGinnis. There's the flip pass, intercepted. Good stop here by McLennan. He holds his ground. A lot of traffic. Stayed in the right position. And took a scoring chance away from the Florida Panthers. They're on the power play.
Nice read on the play by defenseman Gord Murphy to begin with for Florida. Now a shot here from Benning at the far point went wide. Murphy here on the right side to Benning. Across to Lomakin. Andre Lomakin looks to the point man. Murphy can't hold it in the zone. Murphy to Lomakin moving up his pylon to knock him down. This is Mellenby. Mellenby circling through center and across the Islander line. Picked up here by Molotov. Mellenby centered one. Travis Green moves it up the boards. Benning will hold it in. Sets up Murphy. Long shot. Turned aside. Right in front of the net. Molotov gets checked. Hogue chasing a loose puck. Can't get it out of there, but it takes a fortunate bounce for the Islanders and ends up at center ice. Got right back by Murphy. Murphy pulling to the boards. And his pass intercepted. Hogue trying to spring Green. Does. Travis Green kicks it up ahead with his skates and puts himself offside at the Florida blue line. And it helps kill off some time on that penalty to Luongo. Still 15 seconds left in his interference call.
Travis Green knew that he had a chance to get away. He has to keep going. He's got to try to get a distance between himself and one of the defensemen. Try and create the 2-on-1, and here's the puck trailing him. He knows that if he stops, he's going to get checked. He's hoping that the puck will get after Burners and catch up to him. There goes Green up at the top of your screen. There's the puck bouncing and rolling. He's trying to get away from Murphy, but the puck it won't behave. It follows him across the blue line. He put himself offside.
One of the basics, the puck must precede the puck carrier across the blue line.
There he is, 60-year-old Roger Nielsen. Toronto, Buffalo, Vancouver, LA, the Rangers, and now the Florida Panthers.
Fitzgerald is tied up by Vasky on the draw here on the near side of the ice, and then the puck controlled by the Panthers. Bill Lindsay driving in deep, rounds the net, looked to Barnes, who was open only briefly. Brown covering the point, held it in. Up it in front, Fitzgerald can't get it to the net. Asparitis takes Fitzgerald. Barnes took the puck. Means at 6 aside. Nothing happened with that Florida power play, save one shot on goal. Make it 2. They're storming around the side of the Islanders' net. And now Vasky slams it down the ice. The Islanders get a player change because of this icing call. Still 13 minutes and 17 seconds left, as you see. We're in the third period at the Coliseum.
Fans have been pretty good. Looking for more scoring, obviously. So are the Islanders looking for more, but I'll tell you, they're up against a Florida Panther team that has not changed one bit. They haven't changed the personnel. They haven't changed the style. A disciplined hockey club. See the concern on the Islanders' faces? Can't crack the defensive posture of the Florida Panthers, and when they do, Mark Fitzpatrick has done an outstanding job for them, the ex-Islander. All right. Yes, we'll put you on. Channel.
Islanders with Luongo and LaChance on defense. Brett Lindros over on right wing. Ray Ferraro in the middle with Hogue on the left. Pass across to Hogue. Didn't work. It'll be picked up by LaChance. The shot went right to Fitzpatrick, but is called back. Well, the Islanders still trying to find a way to beat that guy. On the Modell scoreboard, 1-0 Florida.
We're at Oyster Bay Brewing Company.
And we're canning Barn Rocker today. We made a product based on something that we're big fans of. That, I think, drives the whole thing behind Barn Rocker for me.
You know, all growing up, the phrase was rock the barn. You're going to rock the barn, you're going to have a barn rocker. It's tough to put into words how it makes us feel. It's just really special to have fans like us sort of rally around a product that we create every day. You're not only supporting us and our company, but we're also supporting the team and the players and the fans collectively. It's really great.
Yes, we're living in uncertain times, but we've all had it tough before. And here at Cadillac, we know that by working together, we'll make it through. That's why GM Financial stands by with relief by offering flexible payment arrangements. We're also offering current owners OnStar Crisis Assist services and in-vehicle Wi-Fi data. And those in need of a new vehicle may have the option of shopping online and taking delivery at home. We're all in this together. And at Cadillac, we have your back.
The new house is amazing.
Except there's this
RAB problem. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Al Arbor. Does it look any different to you, Al, from up there than it did last year from down behind the bench where Lauren Henning is watching and coaching?
How long will it be before Al Arbor is named to the Hockey Hall of Fame? Long shot in from the center ice area, handled routinely by Fitzpatrick. Well, the Panthers start out of there, led by Joe Cirella. Here's center ice, he'll just dump it in. Quickly, the Panthers make a change. LaChance has it back in the net. Florida is changing up the defense pairing here as Scott LaChance starts out. On to Ferraro, can't get out of the zone, so back goes LaChance. Ellenby and Lowry are into forecheck. LaChance waits for Ferraro to come back. The crowd wanting the Islanders to move it. Now Chris Luongo with a feed to Benoit Hogue, who's over the line. Hogue pulls up, looks to the point, gives it to Luongo. A drive, kick save off the pads of Fitzpatrick. Ray Ferraro has the rebound. Brown has Ferraro. Hogue has the puck now. In around the boards. Lindros trying to break a check. The puck goes to the side of the net. Ferraro puts it in front. Off LaChance and all the way out of the zone. LaChance back in time to move it to Luongo. Up to Ferraro and off his stick. Ends up in the corner. In comes Brett Lindros. Brown rides him off the puck. Niedermeyer for Florida.
Watch him skate, Jiggs. He's the best skater on the team.
Nice move on McGinnis. It was right at the end of the shift, so he heads off. Elon headed for the puck. Got it. Moves it cross ice. Steve Thomas can't relay it to Marty McGinnis. So again, the Islanders have to chase it. Carrying this way. Elon cross ice to Thomas. Nice pass. Down the right side, Turgeon trailing the play. Thomas can't get the puck to him, and Strudlin dumps it out.
Strudlin out against Turgeon again.
McGinnis cross ice. That's Thomas. Fires! Fitzpatrick put the right pad along the ice. They don't get it out, however. Molotov to Thomas. In deeper to Turgeon. McGinnis in front. Turgeon trying to slip it by Fitzpatrick. Nothing doing. Huff forces the Islanders to chase it. This is across the goal line. 10:45 left in the third period. Still 1-0. An update from ice side. Here's Stan.
Well, Jiggs, this is the first time in history that I've interviewed somebody who doesn't have the name. All I can tell you is that he is the new Islanders mascot, and he needs a name. So all Islander fans are invited to send a postcard with their name of this guy to the Islanders office, and you can win a free trip if you get the name that turns out to be the winner. Jiggs, Eddie?
How does Stan sound to you?
Oh, ask him if he can skate. I don't know. Is he going to skate?
He's learning.
He's learning. All right. Saw him on the ice in between periods. I'm sure he's up in through the stands during the game. Seats. Wondered if he was going to don the blades. Much easier to get around on the ice.
Yeah. Some ice has been taken out of the goal mouth, out of the crease area in front of what is the Panthers net for this third period. Shots on goal are 28 Islanders, 15 Florida. Each team with 3 shots here in the third period. Travis Green centers for Troy Loney and Zygmunt Palffy. Dennis Vaske and Darius Kasparaitis on defense for the New York Islanders. Palffy after a loose puck that Fitzpatrick jabbed away. Murphy flips it up in the air. Barnes racing in, racing back Vaske, and he gets control of it. Now Kasparaitis. The right side for Green. Loney is with him as they cross the blue line. Troy Loney shoots one that didn't get through. Green reaches for it. It's loose. Palffy pokes out and he scores!
His first NHL goal. Ziggy, Zygmunt Palffy. You can't teach players how to have good hands. He's got them. Watch him as he cruises. His timing to get to the net. That's what's important. Good work by Loney to keep the puck moving to the front of the net. And then he pounces on the puck and jabs it. A backhand shot. I don't think Mark Fitzpatrick saw it as it trickled across the goal line. Good play. Troy Loney. Travis Green started it at the blue line, and then Zygmunt Palffy with a little chopping backhand.
9:42 of the third period. First NHL goal, first NHL point. He had a great preseason, remember. Again, after the draw, the Panthers changed their players. The Islanders have dumped it in wide of the net. Draws back, takes a hit from Thomas. It's brand new at 1-1. Turgeon tucked it into the corner. Panthers will try the opposite side of the ice, and Thomas delivers a big hit on the man who dumped the puck around the boards. This time it's cleared all the way down to McLennan, and the crowd is really back into this one. Not that they had left entirely. They had been quiet as Florida was just sitting on that 1-0 lead. Loney and Green had the assist on the goal by Palffy. Fitzpatrick slaps it off the board. They come, Turgeon to Thomas. They save the rebound on a great save. McGinnis is robbed by Mark Fitzpatrick. Islanders changing up. The Panthers making a change as well. Pilon to Green. Travis Green got away from Mellenby. Gave the puck to Palffy. Zygmunt Palffy can't get around Niedermeyer. The Islanders have to chase it again. 9 minutes to play in the third period. That's Molotov. Elon there as well. Elon up off the boards, not out. Laws puts it around deeper in the Islanders' zone, and there's Lowry for the Panthers. Center! Picked off and brought out. Malakoff. Couldn't get Palffy open, but the Panthers forced to play the puck. And they do. All Laws flips it up in the air. Vaske drops back. Dennis Vaske will arrive at training camp with some frostbite on his fingers and his toes. But okay now, on to Loney. Loney puts it in deep. Fitzpatrick in the corner. Lamakin checked by Loney. Here's Palffy holding it, shoots. He scores!
Pursuit of the puck by the Islander forwards, and Ziggy Palffy, here he is, setting up the screen. He waited, look at the bodies, and then he blew it by Mark Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick didn't see it. What a job. Troy Loney again, in deep, making things, creating, disturbing, helping get the puck loose, as Palffy, back-to-back goals, his first and second of his NHL career, have been able to do in the third period what they couldn't do in 2.5 periods.
I'm happy to report that Ziggy is all right after he was grabbed by Kasperitis. Like one of those WWF things that Kasper laid on him in the nameless mascot.
2 minutes, excuse me, Jiggs, 2 minutes and 4 seconds, and Zygmunt Palffy has opened up a 1-goal lead for the Islanders. Back to the drawing board for Roger Nielsen. The Islanders kept forcing the Florida Panthers, Jiggs. They were trying to get them to open up the game. They wouldn't, but they kept on them. They were skating. They have done this the whole hockey game.
Now Ferraro, Lindros, and Hull got on the ice for the Islanders. Kasperitis and Vaske on defense. Kasper to Hull, on to Ferraro. Ray Ferraro to Brett Lindros. Drives one just wide of the net. Kasperitis lets it go. It's tipped in front by Brett Lindros, and it looked like Fitzpatrick got a chunk of it. Kasperitis battling for it. It's held in by Ferraro. Now tipped over the glass and into the seats. A local break. The Model scoreboard has changed in the favor of the Islanders.
Yes, we're living in uncertain times, but we've all had it tough before. And here at Cadillac, we know that by working together, we'll make it through. That's why GM Financial stands by with relief by offering flexible payment arrangements. We're also offering current owners OnStar Crisis Assist services and in-vehicle Wi-Fi data. And those in need of a new vehicle may have the option of shopping online and taking delivery at home. We're all in this together. And at Cadillac, we have your back.
Was it the pine tar incident in hockey? Was there too much stickum on his hand? Look at, he tried to throw the puck into the corner. He did, but he threw it into the corner of the stands, not the rink. George Breck would recognize all of this, but Kasperitis has taken a delay of the game penalty as he tried to pitch the puck into the corner of the Florida Panthers. It went for a souvenir.
Panthers' fourth power play of this game. Pass to Barnes, was behind him, came off the boards and is banged out of there. Courtesy of Vladimir Malakoff. Gord Murphy hustling back. McGinnis moving into forecheck for the Islanders. Murphy from behind the net. Islanders 2, Panthers 1. Murphy. Belanger is into the Islanders zone. Jesse Belanger to Mellenby, who tipped it wide. Covered. Lamakin back to Barnes. To Murphy. Murphy fires, blocked in front of the net, and McGinnis gets it out of there. On to Turgeon, but a scuffle back in the Islander end of the ice. It's resulted in a whistle. Scott Mellenby and Richard Pilon. Now the Islanders, as I mentioned, have 3 games in the first 4 nights. Game 2 is right back here at the Nassau Coliseum tomorrow night. Live, the Islanders and the Ottawa Senators. Game time at 6:45. Check your local listings for the coverage in your areas. The Islanders host the Ottawa Senators tomorrow night. See Radek Bach, I don't know about Yashin, but we'll no doubt see Don Beaupre, who was acquired by Ottawa from the Washington Capitals earlier this week. Get a look at Ziggy Palffy talking with Ray Ferraro. A couple of penalties, one to Mellenby, one to Pilon. One was slashing. That was the penalty on Pilon, I believe. The roughing penalty on Mellenby. Barnes shot it wide of the Islanders' net. Comes right out in front and tucked wide on a backhander. Lomakin to Murphy to Lomakin. Lowry, who had that great chance at the backhand, is clogging things up in front of the net, and he tips the puck just wide. Lomakin and Luongo battled for it. Lowry can't control it. The chance and Luongo battle. It goes to Lomakin of the Panthers, to the blue line for a drive that's blocked in front. Travis Green is able to clear the zone. Murphy hustles back. Old moved up quickly. Out come the Florida Panthers. Murphy on the rush into the Islanders' zone. To Fitzgerald, back to the point. Nobody was there, but they did recover. Nice move by the Panther, Kadelski. And from the point here, a shot takes off into the seats.
Good play by Benoit Hall, making a sacrifice. That's two he's done on this particular penalty-killing situation. That time sprawling out, taking that off the foot. That's got a sting. Tommy Fitzgerald down there, 21, started it. Niedermeyer back to the point, and here Benoit Hall goes for a slide off the toe of his skate up into the seats. Good job by Benoit Hall. He's got a dirty uniform in this hockey game. I'll say, hasn't had the scoring opportunities, but he's covered a lot of ice, skated well.
Consider the ice time he gets with the added duty of playing the point on the power play, too. That's regular line duty. There's the time remaining. And Kasparaitis' penalty for delay of the game. 14 ticks. Sorella headed across. One-timer by Kadelski. Not an equal to that. And Ron Sutter drops it off for Flatley. Into the Florida zone. Flatley trying to drive around Brian Benning. Kasparaitis is released from the penalty box. Flatley still trying to maintain control of the puck. But he tumbled to the deck, and the Panthers get it out of there. Eric King in a race for it. Kadelski lays it on into the Islander end of the ice. Ronnie Sutter across in front of his own net, and the fans gasped on that play. Lasky moves it out. A little more than 5 minutes to play in period 3. 5:19, as you see. 2-1, New York Islanders lead as Baskey battles Hull for the puck. Cody Hull gets checked by King. Harry King to Vladimir Malakoff. Malakoff to Turgeon. Islanders completing their change. Turgeon is out with Thomas, drawing down by McGinnis. Fitzpatrick moves the puck to Jody Hull. McGinnis broke up his pass. On to Thomas. Steve Thomas is taken out of the play. Held in the zone by Turgeon to McGinnis. That's a backhander go. Fitzpatrick didn't have it very long, but long enough to get a whistle. We'll take it. 4:45 left to play. The Model scoreboard. The Islanders 2, the Panthers 1.
For over 80 years, Sperry Associates Federal Credit Union has served the Long Island community. Located in the heart of Nassau, we offer personalized service that you've come to expect from a right-sized credit union. Featuring great low rates on a variety of loans, including flexible personal loans and balance transfers. We'll even refinance your car. Plus, get direct access to your accounts 24/7 with our award-winning mobile app and online banking. Enjoy all the perks of Sperry membership. Sperry Associates Federal Credit Union in Garden City Park. Better rates, better service, better banking.
We love the new apartment.
There is a bit of a clogging problem.
At least Geico makes it easy to bundle our renters and car insurance.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
At Lexus, service isn't just a department. It's about understanding and responding to your needs.
Now more than ever, you come first. Find out what services are available in your area.
Now that's a record. That's in jeopardy.
Yeah, 30 wins. 30 wins, no losses, and 5 times when leading after 2 periods.
It's just their second season, I should say, in the NHL. Last season, 5-0. Outscored 18-8. 4:45 left in regulation time. The Islanders with a goal lead. Thomas with a loose puck. Fires. Fitzpatrick the save. Turgeon with it here. Out to McGinnis. To the point. LeChance unloads. Nice pad save by Mark Fitzpatrick. He's faced 36 shots in the game. Luongo dumps it in. Panthers trying to move it out and through LeChance, but it took a nice little bounce to Luongo. On to Thomas. To Turgeon. Hull was on him. Thomas and Hull collide, and Hull right in front of the bench. Hurting a little after that as the puck here is tipped off, is taken out of play.
What a shot by Steve Thomas, Jiggs. He hit him in front of the bench, but it's at that corner where the glass is. It's protected, but it stops you very quickly. Jody Hull, number 12, going back to the bench, the 25-year-old. What a shot. I don't know whether that was a payback by Thomas. I don't think Hull was one of the guys that was after Thomas earlier, but here's the check. Boom. Thomas is a rugged guy. He's not big, but very seldom off his feet. He planted himself here, got a piece of the puck and got all of Jody Hull, and so did that corner. Hull went crashing down.
Trainer Dave Smith talked to him immediately and determined he was all right. Dave Smith, the former New York Ranger trainer, has his Stanley Cup ring and very proud of it, as he has every right in the world to be. Ray Ferraro runs traffic here as he lines up for the face-off against Rob Niedermeyer. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left in the third period. Ferraro won the draw. Kasparaitis clears the zone. Lord Murphy slams it right back in, all the way around to the far side where Mellenby was waiting. Long shot, blocked by McLennan. And Benoit Hogue takes over the pass toward Brett Lindros. Lord Murphy and his defense make up, crossed up. Ferraro centers. Lindros got turned around and couldn't make contact with the puck.
He got in just a little too deep, too close to the goaltender.
Now 2-on-2 Florida as they center it across the Islander goal mouth. Put in front again, cleared by Ferraro. To Lindros, up to Hogue, one-on-one with Murphy. Hogue trying to turn him inside out, and his shot was blocked by Fitzpatrick. Murphy's outlet. Cleared all the way out now by Lamakin. Mellenby moves it off the boards. Pilon got Lamakin with a good hit.
Could have been a penalty and probably should have been, Jiggs.
Big hit, I'll say. Yeah.
He hadn't touched the puck.
Kanowski with the puck now for Florida. Claus, who shot it in and flatly spun him around. Lamakin protected it. Flatley, a nice play to break up that opportunity by the Panthers. And another shot is blocked. Here's Sorella with a drive. Closed by McLennan.
One thing the Islanders cannot do, Jiggs, and they can't fall back and expect the Florida Panthers not to get scoring opportunities. Florida have some guys that can put the puck in the net, and you don't want to let them loose, and that's what the Islanders did that time. Good stop by Jamie McLennan. Watch his glove hand there. He reached out and picked it off. Standing beside him, waiting for a loose puck, number 22, Bob Kudelski, who led this team with 40 goals last season, but McLennan wasn't going to let him get a poke at it.
Chant of Jamie going up from this crowd.
That was the 18th shot on goal in this hockey game for the Florida Panthers. The Islanders have 37.
2-1 is the score. The Islanders leading. Trying to move the puck out of their own zone. Pilon around to the open side. Sorella pinched in. The puck spins out of the corner. Marty McGinnis went back for it and leads the rush. McGinnis has Pilon coming on the left side. Pilon to Thomas, and his shot went wide. Turgeon trying to dig it off the end boards. That hit a stick and went up into the seats.
How about that Rich Pilon? Jumps up and joins the play. Good pass, a good blind pass, but he got it to Thomas. Got to play at the net.
The The Islanders are going to stand pat with Turgeon, McGinnis, and Thomas while Roger Nielsen makes a change. The Islanders changing up the defense pairing. Luongo comes over the boards along with LeChance. And now Lauren Henning decides that he will make a change on the forward line. It'll be King, Flatley, and Ron Sutter.
Getting a good look at Rich Pilon a moment ago, and of course remember that he was injured for almost all of the season. He had surgery back on March the 25th. Missed all but 28 games last year.
Right-handed shot is Ron Sutter, number 14 for the Islanders. Turn, won the draw. Comes back to the line here for Scott LeChance. LeChance's shot got through. Blocked. King's shot is off the defenseman Brown and up into the seat.
Good job by Brown. Dave Brown got down, got in front of the puck as Derek King got his best scoring chance of the hockey game. The Islanders win one of the few times at the face-off circle in this hockey game. It's been dominated. There's Scott LeChance. He has had a strong game for the Islanders. King's shot. You see how Brown, watch how Brown, number 4, the defenseman, falls. That's to let the goaltender get a look at it and still try to get a piece of it. So if the shot is high, Mark Fitzpatrick will get a look at it. If it's low, he gets it off his shins, as he did.
Keith Brown would tell you that if he had $1 for every one that he had blocked like that over the years he's been in this league, he'd be an even wealthier man.
14 years with the Chicago Blackhawks.
LeChance got one through that Ron Sutter couldn't tip by Fitzpatrick. Flatley continues to work on it. The Panthers get it out. Tommy Fitzgerald moving up. Had to play it around the defense. Held in by the Panthers. Not LeChance. Jeff Smith battling for it. Huff is in deep for Florida. Loose puck for Derek King. Takes a look. Hides it down the boards into the Florida zone. Not far enough for icing. Locked down to 1 minute and 40 seconds to play in the third period. The Panthers at center ice. Played into the Islanders zone. It bounces off Vaske. He's able to move it up. Benoit Hold. 3 men back for Florida. Hold long shot. Hit a stick and went wide. This is Benning. Benning plays it to center ice. Vaske with it here. Shoots it right back in. 1 minute and 19 seconds. Left in the third period. And the Panthers have iced the puck. Don't have a chance to pull Fitzpatrick because the faceoff is back at their end.
You see the concern on Roger Nielsen's face, that errant pass. Long pass, trying to get out of their own end of the ice. Sets up a faceoff. Going to take the timeout.
Talking to Dave Lowry at the bench as Mark Fitzpatrick faced 39 shots in this game. Beat the Islanders all 3 appearances here last season.
For the hockey purists, it's been quite a hockey game. I know that most fans love to see more scoring. The strategy in this hockey game, both teams have executed game plans well.
Islanders won the draw. That hit the outside of the net as Hogue unloaded. It came right back in front and is covered by Fitzpatrick as Troy Loney is taken to the boards.
Brian Benning and he wrestling at the side of the net.
Situation is this. 1 minute and 4 seconds left in the third period. Islanders 2, Panthers 1. Face-off in the Florida end of the ice. He was the captain of the Anaheim Mighty Ducks last season. Troy Loney, more importantly, he knows what winning is all about, having been with those Pittsburgh Penguins in their back-to-back Stanley Cup years. He knows the sacrifices, I was going to say, of a long season. This one is a dyslexic season from 84 games to 48.
He scored 13 goals last year for the Mighty Ducks.
Green won the face-off. Vasquez shot skimmed the post to the left of Fitzpatrick. Asparitis dumps it in back of the net. Here's Hogue. Heading on him, Troy Loney and Murphy. The puck is underneath Loney. They allowed to continue. Look at the scuffling. Troy Loney comes up with it. Out to Travis Green for a rip over the left shoulder of Fitzpatrick. He heads to the bench as Murphy gets it up ahead. Lowry into the Islanders zone is checked by Green. Loney moves it to Hogue. Benoit just clears it out. Panthers moving in now. They've got the 6 attackers moving into the Islanders' zone. Up it comes to Hogue. Down the ice toward an empty net. And it's going to curl wide, but did go through the goal crease.
It's called back in the last minute here, Jiggs. A goaltender out of the net. 16 seconds remaining in the hockey game. Benoit Hogue would have liked to have a little later. But you know, when you're in the position that he's in, about 15 feet inside your own blue line, you can't take a chance on letting it go too softly, trying to keep from icing it, because somebody's allowed to intercept it. Murphy was there, a couple of the other Panthers, as the puck skittles down just outside the goalpost. Better to get the face-off in your end of the ice than to have it intercepted inside the blue line. Things can break down in a hurry then.
Tomorrow night, the New York Islanders right back at work. The visitors are the Ottawa Senators. Meeting of the Turgeon brothers. Radek Brock had an outstanding year in the International Hockey League a season ago at Las Vegas. Has signed, and it'll be, we expect, in the lineup tomorrow night. You can't get to the Coliseum. We've got it for you, beginning with game time at 6:45. The action shortly after 7 as the Islanders host the Senators. Ottawa, one of the 3 teams that the Islanders will meet 4 times. One of the 3 teams from the Northeastern Division.
Strategy here, of course, very simple. For the Florida Panthers, it's to win the face-off. Likewise on the Islanders, they've got to get possession of the puck, and if they could lob it out into the center ice area, that'll just about do it. Everybody has an assignment when the puck is dropped.
The Islanders have Molotov and Pilot on defense. It'll be Flatley, Sutter, and Hogue. Now for Florida, Kadelski, Mellanby, Skrudland, and Barnes up front. 4 forwards with Benning and Murphy at the points.
Skrudland is an excellent face-off man for the Florida Panthers.
Referee Don Van Massenhoven went over to Roger Nielsen, and now he has gone to Lorne Henning. I think there may be a little change on the clock in the amount of time. It can't be very much, if any, but he has drawn both coaches' attention. Both look up to the time. There on your screen, 16.8. Now it's been moved to 17 seconds. 0.2 of a second put on. Skrudland and Sutter on the face-off. Those 2 Western Canadians have been head-to-head on draws like this so many times in the past. Skrudland won the draw. Murphy's shot is wide. Kadelski in around the boards, through Barnes, through Mellanby as it turns out, and Hogue gets to a loose puck. Flips it high, up in the air, down the ice, and this will do it. Well, not quite.
About a half a second is all that remains. Quickly getting back down the ice to touch it as soon as he could, Bob Kadelski with 0.6 of a second remaining. Watch them on the bench. They know what's going on. Ray Ferraro looks up. There's the puck going now. Down, look it down, look it up, look it down. Look like a chicken. That's like the chicken drinking water. Down, up, down, up. Look at Ray Ferraro. He's clapping. But Kadelski was a little faster than what they thought. The time didn't run out. But there's only one play. I would think that Roger Nielsen will now have to put a right-handed shot into the face-off circle, probably Barnes. And Sutter's job, Ron Sutter, is just make sure that he doesn't get a shot away at the net. That's all there's time for.
0.6 of a second. Student body left in the case of Florida, right case of the Islanders. Sutter and Barnes. Ronnie Sutter wins the draw. The Islanders win the game. First ever over the Florida Panthers.
Fans treated to quite a hockey game. The Islanders skated well, and when I think of it, Jiggs, overall, this hockey game didn't look as though this was the first game of the regular season for either one of these teams. Down to the end, some hitting, some skating, pretty good hockey game. Lauren Henning goes off. Victory number 1.
Thank you, Ziggy. There to greet his team as they arrive at the doorway leading toward the dressing room here. A few words with Benoit Hogue, little shrug.
Depending on which way you're looking at it, in 48 games last year, the first 48 that the Islanders played, they only got 41 points out of those 48 games. The last 48 games of the season, if you'd sooner choose them and the Islanders would, they got 51 points in those last 48 games, and the Panthers went the other way. They had 52 in their first and 47 in the last 48.
Well, when he filled in Al Arbor before, he had a couple of wins. He's got his first officially. The Islanders win it 2-1.
Nobody wants to pay for things that they don't use. It's time to say bye to the bundle.
Now, you can break the bundle when you mix and match on Fios, the 100% fiber optic network.
We need fast